Instagram, Twitter. We are live. So today we have a conversation with one of our clients in the BBA program. He has come into e-commerce with no experience whatsoever, and he has grown his business to $1,200. Literally a few weeks after he started his e-commerce business, he made $1,200 in sales. Probably learned a lot throughout that process as well. So today we'll have a conversation. I'll be asking him questions on how he managed to do that, what things have worked for him. Please, guys, drop your questions in the chat for him, for Alex. He's from UK, I believe, and I'll be asking him directly. Also, please let me know before we get started. Just drop one in the chat if you can hear me and if you can see me okay. Just drop one in the chat, and we'll be starting in just a few minutes. Just waiting for Alex to join me. Let me check here. 111. Great. Hey, Dmitro. Queen Elizabeth. Just drop one in the chat if you can hear me okay, if you can see me okay. We'll have a conversation with Alex, who went from zero experience in e-commerce to making $1,200 in sales, literally a few weeks after he started with e-commerce, which is, very fascinating. Like when you come into like something new, you want that initial success, because that's what motivates you to move forward, to double down on that success. And that's exactly what we'll be exploring here. So please drop your questions for Alex. Any mindset questions, like tactical questions, anything that you guys want to ask, I'll ask him directly. And we will have a tremendous conversation, and super excited to have it here. So 111, Mariori, Aria, M. Fabulous, Dmitro, hello from Cyprus, Dan Christo, hey. So Changu, Modar, hello everyone, thank you so much for joining. And Alex is joining me here. Hey Alex.
Hey Alex, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good, how are you? Yeah, not too bad.
Awesome. Great to have you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you for joining. Yeah, I introduced you already. So I mentioned you guys coming in. I hear some echo. I don't know if that's possible to fix it.
Yeah, I think it's a speaker. Let me just turn it off.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah,
perfect. So I introduced you guys. You guys come from a different background, like totally like new to e-commerce, and you managed to have like good initial success with e-commerce, which is awesome. Got to like $1,200 in sales in the first like 1 week, few weeks.
it's probably even less than a week, because we had like lots of issues with Facebook. On day one we had our ad account banned. Then we had a spending limit of 25 for the next few days. Then we had our bank account banned. Then we had what was it after that? Then we had then our ad account banned again. So yeah, it's been on and off for the last 1 week.
You've been through all circles of hell already.
Yeah.
Awesome. So tell us more about yourself. Like you coming from a marketing background, like marketing agency background?
Yeah, we used to have like a small marketing agency working with like small businesses, just doing like basic lead generation for them, real estate agents. Then we transitioned to like residential contractors, like roofing companies, solar companies. It didn't work out very well for us. I mean, and then we just decided we were actually living in Portugal. We moved to Portugal a couple of years ago. We started this business there. We had like a decent life. We were living like 15-20 minutes away from the beach, making some money on the side from the business. But we wanted something bigger, to be honest. I don't know. We just couldn't work it out, and we decided to get into ecom. Actually, we've always wanted to get into ecom. It was one of those things, but I didn't want to give up on the agency, because I just didn't want to give up.
So do you still run an agency and also e-commerce on the side, or you stopped agency?
We stopped the agency. We just have like a couple of like actually one client at the moment. It's on a monthly retainer, so we can basically pay the bills and focus on the ecom thing. full time.
Nice. So what attracted you to e-commerce? Because I also been on that other side of things, like, providing like agency services, like done for you services, a long time ago. And, over time we switched to running our own brands. And what was the motivation for you to switch from agency model to e-commerce?
Um, we've been always interested in branding. To be honest, I've always wanted to have a brand. I always wanted to have like a big business as well. Uh, I mean, don't get me wrong. You can definitely build a big agency. You have like countless big agencies out there, but I don't think it was just for us. We couldn't figure it out. I was doing the same mistake again and again and again. I was hitting my head against the wall constantly. Not asking for help from anyone. I just wanted to do everything myself, and yeah, I just wasted. I mean, it's definitely not a waste of time because we learned a lot. Um, we have like I would say average or basic understanding of how marketing works, how business works, and all that. But yeah, we should have moved to ecom sooner, to be honest.
Interesting. So, what's your girlfriend name, by the way?
Barbara.
Barbara.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Barbara. So,
Nice to meet you.
where are you guys from originally?
I'm from Portugal. He's Bulgarian.
Yeah, I'm from Bulgaria.
Oh, nice, nice.
We
I have
currently live in the UK.
Uh-huh.
We've been living here for 4 or 5 years. Then we moved to Portugal. We lived there for 2 years, and then we moved back to the UK because we had to make some money until
Uh-huh.
we make the ecom thing work.
Interesting. So, do you like UK more in terms of life?
No,
No.
definitely not. I mean, it's not bad. It's yeah, it's okay. It's not bad, but
Interesting. So, how were those like like first steps for you guys, like in e-commerce, like? Because I mean, you had some foundational kind of experience with marketing. You had some experience with Facebook ads as well,
yeah,
on lead generation side, though, right?
lead
Not.
generation aids.
It's quite different.
Yeah, it's not that complex. I mean, it's a lot simpler in terms of lead generation. You just basically need to get the create. Like, uh, to be honest, we were actually running image ads for at least for the real estate agent. So it was like very basic image ad, and yeah, it's very basic marketing, I would say, and nothing special.
Got it. And so, how was that like kind of transition to e-commerce? Like, because you mentioned you've been kind of exploring e-commerce, thinking about e-commerce, like let's say building the website, making your own ads. Like, how was that learning curve for you?
Well, honestly, on the website part, for me, I had to basically build the landing pages for our marketing clients before. I was also doing like some kind of sightings. I was helping family of actually our current client to build their websites. Sometimes they were running workshops and stuff like this. We were basically the ones that were helping them all the time with like creative kind of things, websites and landing pages and all of that. And I also really enjoy doing this. So yeah, it was quite easy.
Nice, nice. And so, what do you guys like? Where do you build your landing pages right now? Like, you use like some landing page builders, or do you use like a standard Shopify?
So for the e-commerce thing, we use ClickFunnels and Shopify page because we actually started running advertorials. That's how we found our
Yeah.
first winner. It wasn't with a basic product page. We ran advertorial to a product page, and yeah,
Oh, nice, nice. So you started from advertorials right away.
yeah.
Nice. What niche you guys decided to enter?
Health niche.
Health, like pain relief and stuff.
Exactly, yeah, pain relief.
Yeah, it's a big niche, for people. I mean, I know so many people that had success in that niche. Is just one of those like evergreen niches, like health, beauty, pets. That those are the niches that just there's always demand. There's always some new products. You can always advertise, even the same products like more creatively and get sales. So that's a great choice. Are you like passionate? Like, so we had a question here from Mocha Girl. Should you focus on products in a niche you're passionate about, like, are you passionate? Like, were you passionate about health niche, like personally, or just like,
I was I was a lot. So since kids, I basically actually I studied medicine, not really medicine. In Portugal is like biology and health.
Mhm.
Because I wanted to follow the kind of medical path through university and all of this, which eventually changed when I came into the UK. But yeah, I beauty health, was always two things that I really wanted to make a difference in people's lives.
Awesome.
And yeah,
That's awesome. So you
But I think
mentioned,
you should focus on. Sorry, I think you
Hi.
should focus on problem-solving products. Like that. Like I think that's the most important thing. Not products that you. I mean, obviously you can do products that you're passionate about, but I would definitely focus on problem-solving products. And the product we're running right now is not like. I don't think she's really passionate about it.
no,
I mean, it's.
not really.
there,
But
there's two things. There's two kind of like points of view here, right? Like some people say like you should be focused on products you're passionate about, but sometimes the passion that you have is not necessarily like what people have. And I know many entrepreneurs that kind of like go into niches or selling products that don't necessarily sell, but they're like very passionate. They personally like them, but there's not a lot of people that also like those products, or those products don't solve specific pain, as you said, or problem in people's lives. And so those projects usually don't work out. You guys went after, where the validation already was, where the market demand already was. And I think that's a lot more productive, approach.
Yes, sure, for sure.
And so, like for you guys, like you mentioned, few of the things that kind of you considered when transitioning to e-commerce, getting started with e-commerce is like number one. You said you wanted to have your own brand. What are the other things, like compare, let's say, e-commerce business model to working with clients? Like which things like you already see the difference in the business model?
I mean, the agency was a lot about sales and selling your service. Um, I mean, obviously, e-com is about selling your product, but it's a bit different than selling your service. You have to be quite good at sales, I believe, to have a successful marketing agency. It's not just about the service you're providing, but actually how good you're at sales. Um, I, I would say both businesses can be very profitable, and you can make millions in both businesses. It's probably up to the person, the type of person you are, and also the maybe the things that you're passionate about. If you don't like sales, probably marketing agencies it wouldn't be for you, especially in the beginning, because some people like to market, don't like to sell. So yeah,
You like the marketing part of it more than sales, kind of
I
direct.
mean, I was getting better at sales, but I never liked the model, to be honest. At some point, I was kind of feeling like we are scamming people. It wasn't because of us, because sometimes, especially in the real estate niche, you can't guarantee results, because obviously it's up to the realtor to make the most out of the leads. And we had clients that were killing it, and at the same time, we had clients that were not getting any sales, any contracts. Yeah, so I think if you want to make it big there, you have to focus on actually building like a consulting services, so you can basically help them close the leads as well, show them how to call the leads. Yeah, so it's
I've been through those. I've been through those challenges myself. Working also with different clients, and I used to work with local. I mean, a long time ago, like local clients as well. I had a few clients, and it's always was predicated like how fast. Like even if I was generating leads for them, like how fast do they respond to those leads, right? Like how good is their sales process? How good is how good they are after those leads are generated. And most of the real estate agents or local business owners, they're not very good at that. So, and then they say the lead quality is bad, right? It's
yeah.
like, you guys probably have seen that or heard it from clients.
Yeah, lots of
um,
times.
so like when it comes to e-commerce, like I think there's a lot of people that are kind of like skeptical or saying that e-commerce is saturated, or there's like the competition is too high, or it's already like too late. So what's your opinion on that? Kind of like, what would you say to those people?
It's definitely not. I mean, you can definitely make it build a huge business in eCom. I don't know the statistics, but I believe most people nowadays shop online. So I don't even see how people can think that eCom is dead, and I don't even think it's possible that it's ever going to die. It is probably only going to get better from now on. So that's my personal opinion, please.
For sure, yeah. As an industry, it's like trillion. I mean, worldwide, it's like multi-trillion-dollar industry, and it's also growing, which means more and more people like every year come to the industry, buy stuff online, and it's only about like how you advertise your products and how you differentiate from your competition, because like the demand there is, the market is there. You just have to figure out how to market and how to sell your products.
Yeah.
So when you guys were considering joining BBA, like were you nervous, like or scared at all?
No, I don't.
No,
not at all.
really.
Yeah.
Good. So so you had like you just had this like internal confidence and belief that you will make it work, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
100%.
definitely.
Yeah.
Wow, this is awesome. I think that's that's usually what it takes. Like in terms of the personal, obviously there's tactics, and like all of the things, which products to choose, how to buy traffic, how to send traffic, like website conversion optimization, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's like if you believe that you will figure it out and you're in the right environment to help you figure it out, then it's inevitable that you'll have success. And it's great to hear that you guys had that belief, from day one, before you got into e-commerce. Awesome. So, what do you think in terms of the like products, your products right now? Like, what are the price points for those products? Like, how much you're selling your product for?
So we're selling it for £55, which I believe is like $71.
Yeah.
71,
$71.
$72. Yeah.
And how much it costs you to source and send the product to the customer?
So with shipping to the UK is like $22. To the States is like 25. And to Australia goes like to 27. Then it depends a little bit like which shipping times we choose, which of course we want the product to be delivered as soon as possible to the client. So we also don't mind pay a little bit more for that to happen, at least like now in the beginning, because
And so
we're actually going to increase the price of the product because it's not like we're losing money in the US and Australia, but it's not that profitable because for some reason it's cheaper to source it in the UK than in the US.
Interesting. And also, I mean, I think that the shipping times to UK is also pretty good. Like they have pretty good like logistical connections with China.
It's like 7 or 8 days, which is decent.
So when it comes to like conversion rate optimization, so Barbara, you had experience with like building landing pages. So what are the conversion rates you guys getting right now?
well, I don't know it on top of my head.
Well, usually it's like 2.5%, 3%. For example, today it's a bit better. Today is like 6 or 7%.
6-7% conversion rate.
Yeah, because we're actually testing 2 different advertorials, and it's hard to determine how. On Shopify it says it's 2.5, but each advertorial has like a different conversion rate, and I'm trying to figure out which advertorial is like which one is the
one that's actually
the one that
converting
brings
the best.
the sales.
Wow, this is awesome. So how did you write those advertorials? Did you just like find successful advertorials, like rewrite them, like recreate them? Like what was your process?
Yeah, exactly. We just found successful advertorials. We plugged in our product, and simple as that.
That's awesome. Yeah, in our business, we're testing like probably like 5-10 different like advertorials per week, and that's like one of the biggest like leverage points. I mean, one of them is obviously the ads and making your ads better, and testing different formats, like testing VSLs, mini VSLs, and then on the conversion side, advertorials and having those like proper funnels is one of the most impactful things that you can do to your business.
Yeah, for sure. We're also working on a VSL now. Currently, we're only running image ads because I wanted to test the product with image ads, advertorials, and then we're gonna launch VSLs probably next week.
So you managed to make it work with just image ads and advertorials?
Yeah, and we're
Yeah.
getting like some ads are getting like 4 ROAS, 4.5, 3.5.
Wow,
Yeah, so it's
this
a
is
pretty
awesome.
good ROAS, and our CTR is like at least 7-8% on more on all the ads, to be honest. Some ads are like 12 to 14, but they're like too clickbaity. I mean, I don't think people like that. So I'm gonna focus on the ads that are not that are not with a clickbaity nature.
We had a question here for you guys. Like, why did you guys start with advertorial rather than normal product page? Did you research a lot to solve the pain problem, write advertorial on that? If yes, what's the approach you guys adapted?
Yeah, actually, that's what we did. We did a lot of research on Amazon, Reddit, forums. We kind of understood who we're speaking to, and then we just decided to write advertorials. And the reason we chose to do it with advertorials is that from what I see, because I watched like some of the interviews with what was his name? So I think it's Harvey Carnegie. With and with other people, and I just figured out that I think that's the way to find success as soon as possible. Just figure out the marketing part, advertorials, VSLs, media buying, ads, and if you figure this one out, I don't think you can fail. I think that's the most important thing. I don't think it's so much about the product as it is for the marketing and everything behind.
For sure.
Yeah,
that's that. I mean, that's kind of, people usually go in stages. You guys decided just to go at it like from day one. I think it's awesome. Like once you learn that good direct response marketing, like you'll definitely have competitive advantage over, everyone else who's just running like standard product pages.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. So someone had a question. With image ads, how are you guys being congruent with Facebook policies?
I mean, we had some issues with Facebook
Yes.
on day one.
With one image.
With one image ad.
Well, to be fair, the image was really good, but if they did accept it, I'm sure that it was going to convert a lot, but like the chance of being disabled was also quite high, and maybe we didn't pay too much attention to that part.
But what we usually do is we find pictures of our target audience.
Yeah.
We kind of know how they look. We find pictures of them, and we run those pictures, and they convert very, very well. Actually, most of our sales are coming from those type of ads. It's not from the clickbaity ads, but we would find a picture of our target audience, of our avatar, with a testimonial or something like that, and we would just run this ad, and it converts very, very well.
That's awesome. So we had a question here from Instagram. What makes it easier to do e-commerce from UK than Portugal, especially when you have an online business? Just curious, as I want to be able to work from anywhere in the world.
There's no difference whatsoever. You
Yeah.
can make it to work from anywhere in the world. I don't even know why we decided to move here. We kind of got like, because we kind of like failed with the other business, and we weren't like in a good place. We just decided to come back here, make some money, and then eventually go back there. But yeah, you can make it work from anywhere in the world.
You see yourself like living in Portugal like full time? Is it a good place?
It's definitely a good place. It's a bit boring. I mean, it's
very calm.
Yeah, way too calm.
Yeah.
But yeah, apart from that, it's a nice place, especially if you want to retire. Definitely a good place. It's not like Miami, it has nothing to do with Miami.
Yeah. Miami is also like kind of, it's kind of like, so I just came back like today from New York, and like in New York is always like bamba. New York is probably very similar to London. It's like very like nonstop. Everyone's like running. There's a lot of people in the streets. Miami is like everyone is like, relaxed, and it's yeah, it's Miami is also kind of like relaxed place in that sense, but also a lot of business. It's a great spot for sure. Another great question here from Mohammed. How many ads are they testing? Are they using? I think it's dynamic creative probably. What sort of ad copy are they using? Is it long form or short?
It's like long form copy. I mean, it's like a long form testimonial of someone. It's quite long. We're testing, I think at the moment, I think it's like 20 ads, like 20 different creatives, and we're losing money on some of them. So we're just trying to figure out which ones are the ones that are scalable. And as I said, we had loads of issues with Facebook. We would have scaled probably to at least 1K day until now if we didn't have all those issues.
Got it. Yeah, I mean those are the issues that it's just part of the game. Like even right now, like we've had like this last week, we've had issues with our ad account. I mean we got it fixed, but it's it's just part of the game. We're no matter what advertising platform you're using, if you're using TikTok, using Google, using Facebook, it doesn't matter what advertising platform you're using. You're always pretty much at the at the mercy of the advertising platform. So
Yeah, for sure.
it's something that kind of even like with lead generation, right? Whatever business model you're using, there's always certain risks.
But there's a solution for everything most of the
Yes.
time. So
Yeah,
nothing that can stop you.
for sure. Yeah, that's the right mindset. Like when I first like started, like I wish I had a mindset like you guys when I started, because like when my account first got shut down, I freaked out. I mean, I didn't have any community around me like to kind of like show me the solutions and kind of guide me in the right direction. I think you guys in a good place, because yeah, we pretty much have solutions for any problem that happens. So it's throughout that process, as you guys have started this. I mean, it's only been a few weeks. I know it's a very like short time frame, but have there been kind of like any mindset shifts for you, like personal, like in terms of like business model or e-commerce, or kind of like how to get competitive advantage, how to win at this game?
Yeah, the mindset shift was figuring out uh, like proper marketing, advertorials, how to write direct response copy. I think that was the mindset shift, because when I first joined the course, I wasn't actually sure how it works. I was kind of I actually thought it is more about luck. Sorry, my dog is.
Yes.
Oh, you have a dog, you have a puppy?
Yeah, we have a dog. So, sorry, what was the question?
Yeah, so kind
It's
of like the
about
mindset
mindset.
shift, direct
Oh yeah,
response
the mindset shift. Yeah, so yeah, that was the mindset shift. The mindset shift. Figuring out direct response. In the beginning, I wasn't sure it's about if it's 100% about the product or if it's about your marketing. But then I figured out that it's mainly your marketing, I believe, for the most part. I mean, product is definitely important, 100%. But you might have the right product, but if you don't market it right, you,
You probably
you're
can't sell
unlikely
it.
to find success even with a good product.
Did you use any software like tools or spy tools to find the ads or find the products like Mynea or PP ads or anything like that?
We used it for a week, Mynea and other spy tools, but then we just focused on um, looking for problems.
Mm.
That was our approach: looking for the problem, finding a
And then
solution, and
find the
then
solutions. Yeah.
it's a lot simpler. Um,
Yeah, definitely. So let's say kind of like for people watching, the example of that could be like, I mean, probably even if you ask like ChatGPT, what are the main problems people have with their health or with pain, right? Like, so there's different, let's say knee pain, back pain, neck pain, right? There's like different, there's a big problem, and it can be segmented in so many different kind of avenues. And for each one of those avenues, there could be like certain products that could be sold successfully, and you can go like that rabbit hole and figure out which products, which brands are currently doing well, and find products this way. So I mean, spy tools are great, like in my experience as well. Like I mean, probably you can find some random products that you haven't thought of before. But what you guys did, I think, is phenomenal, where it's pretty much looking for the problem in the first place, and then identifying what products can solve that problem, who's successfully already solving that problem, what kind of marketing materials they're using, what ads they're using, what landing pages they're using, and pretty much modeling what's already working for someone.
Yeah.
So so you're originally from Bulgaria, right, Alex?
Yeah.
So how was like when did you move out of Bulgaria?
6 or 7 years ago. Yeah.
And why did you move? Like,
Actually, my family moved here, and then I didn't have any option at the time. I had to move as well, but it was actually a good decision for the most part.
why do you think it was a good decision?
Probably would have been stuck in my small Bulgarian city right now if I didn't take this decision then, because most of my friends are still there, still living the same lives.
That's interesting. I think the environment in general, right? Like the country. I mean, I'm from Ukraine originally, and it's since we started like moving different countries and just trying to put ourselves like in a better environment, like for business, surrounding yourselves with like-minded people, it just impacts everything, in life, in the mindset, and just reflects so much on the business growth.
Yeah.
So I see we had some other questions here. Okay, so I think we answered this one about the spy tools. Do you guys do like or plan to do like any like organic kind of like channels? Do you want to do like TikTok or anything like that, or you just want to stick to direct response marketing and Facebook?
I would like to stick to direct response and Facebook for now, at least. Maybe futurely, yeah, but yeah, I like the direct response for now.
I think you guys kind of it's like a rabbit hole. Like once you get into it, like once you become better at it, it's something that you become better and better like over time. And it's like as you get better, like as you probably know, like we have clients in our community. I don't know if you watched the interview with Marek. He's from Czech Republic. He's I think he's doing like probably like $8-9 million a month in sales with his business. Also very direct response, kind of like based. And it's amazing what you can do once you crack that skill set.
Yeah.
So what would you say to someone like, let's say, like you guys who's considering getting into e-commerce, maybe we're thinking about it, maybe created some Shopify stores in the past, played around with it, and just wants to kind of like accelerate that process? Like what would you recommend to those people?
Learn the process, learn how marketing works, join a community. Definitely you can get tremendous help from a community, 100%. Like I'm constantly messaging my coach Jeremy, I'm constantly speaking with Jacobo as well, so it's a huge help. We couldn't have done it that quick without the coaches and their help.
Yes.
Anytime you have a question, you can get an almost immediate help. You can always post something in the group. You're going to get a response most of the time, very, very quick. So yeah, join a community and stick to the process. And
was that like a first coaching program or kind of like mentorship like that you guys joined, or you did that before?
Yeah, it's actually my first. Yeah, first.
Thank you for your trust. I remember when I was joining my first programs, it was so uncomfortable. Kind of like it's but pretty much like the way I look at it is everything that we have as entrepreneurs, like in business, is our mind, right? Because the mind can create ideas, mind can create like websites, mind can create like anything, right? And if you don't invest in your own mind, then pretty much you kind of figuring out everything by trial and error, and that process could be like very very long and very like demotivating. Like you don't hit success right away, you don't even know why it didn't work. with the community, or if you get feedback from someone, then at least you can accelerate that process. You can figure out what could be done better next time, and you can just accelerate that process many times.
Yeah, for sure. You can definitely figure it out on your own as well, but it's gonna take
much longer.
yeah, much longer.
For sure.
And yeah.
So we had another question here from Mohammed. Mohammed, thank you so much for sending these great questions. Do they first find the product and write advertorial on it, or the research about the pain and then find product for it?
So we first found the product, then we did the research, and then we wrote the advertorial.
So you found the product,
Yeah.
then you did the research about the problem and the pain
Yeah.
the product solves, just kind of like to have better understanding of how to position the product, how to sell it effectively, and then you moved into the marketing part and actually building all of the assets.
Exactly. Yeah.
Interesting. And so for people watching, like, obviously, like, what is kind of the the process for you to learn, like, advertorial is kind of like something that not everyone pulls off, like not everyone like who tries advertorials, who writes advertorials. Like, what would you recommend for people watching this that want to use advertorials in their business? Like, how would you approach it, knowing what you know now?
I would say focus on, I think the most important thing is the research. If you get this right, then you can just model an advertorial and you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it right 9 out of 10 times.
But you really have to know the person that is on the other side.
Yeah.
Like your ideal customer. You have to picture it. You have to put yourself in their skin, feel the problems that they have, like they're your own. And yeah, if you basically can do this, I think you can like have half of the problem.
And you can also use the help of AI, even though this didn't work very well for us. I mean, you can basically write the advertorial yourself and then give it to Claude or ChatGPT so you can proofread it or something like that. But doing it entirely with Claude or ChatGPT didn't work out for us because we decided to test the same product in the Netherlands because we heard it is a good market. It didn't work because obviously we don't speak Dutch, and it was I don't know if it was the advertorial or the copy in the advertorial. I don't even know what the issue was. So
That's interesting. So you pretty much like wrote the whole advertorial by yourself?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, we just modeled an advertorial for our
Uh-huh.
product. We kind of use the model of their advertorial with our words, basically.
Uh-huh. Pretty
Yeah.
much like rewrite. So it's not,
Yeah.
it's like you didn't like copy, right? Which some people do that, like they just copy like word by word. I don't think it's a great idea. That's how you can get like a lot of issues with the MCAs and with Facebook. But rewriting it, and it's also like a great practice because as you rewrite these, like let's say you rewrite like 5, 10, 20 of those, then you start getting better and better understanding, how they're structured, how they're speaking the whole language, and you get to understand your target customer a lot better.
Yeah.
So what would you say to people that because for me, like with these calls, like one of the biggest kind of thing that I want to do, like I want to inspire people to just like if they were thinking about the e-commerce, like you guys have been thinking it for quite some time, you decided to pull the trigger, which not a lot of people do. You also decided to surround yourself with the right community to help you accelerate that success. So what would you say to someone who is kind of like thinking and overthinking and like is it like real, is it possible, like is it like too kind of like competitive, like what would you say to those people?
It's definitely possible, and I don't want to speak like I've made it or something because obviously we that's just the beginning. We've only done like
We have a long way.
Yeah, it's only 1,000 or something, so it's not like we got rich, but it's definitely possible. You can the community is proof. Last week I saw a post of someone that did something like I think it was like $4,000 in a day from starting from zero to 4,000 in a day in a couple of weeks. And so yeah, it's definitely possible. It's definitely not a scam. You just have to stick to it, and there is a learning curve as well, as most of the things in life.
Yeah.
You just have to learn few things.
Mm.
And
So you
dedicate
guys,
yourself.
you guys wouldn't go back to your business model, to the agency model?
No.
I mean, it's not bad. You can definitely make it work. I just never liked it.
Yeah.
So
And scalability, like, so now you guys, like, in the initial stages of building a business, if you look at it from the scalability standpoint, in order to run, let's say, like an agency that does, I don't know, let's say $1 million a year, like you need quite substantial team, like to run ads, to talk to clients, like it will be also like a lot of your personal time. With e-commerce, I mean, if you do it right, like if you're using the right model, if you focus on the right products, you can have like you can run, like, I mean, I've done it personally, and I've seen many people like $1 million a month business that has only like 10, 12 people, on the team. Like it's very lean, like if you do it right. So from the scalability standpoint, it's a lot more scalable than, some of these kind of, services businesses.
yeah.
So someone, Mohammed again, Mohammed, thank you so much for these questions. Are they targeting unaware market?
No, they're definitely aware of the problem. Yeah, and they're
Yeah.
also aware of solutions. So
Unaware markets, like usually, on this scale of like different markets and different like awareness levels, it's definitely harder to market to that market, because you have to educate customers more. So you guys started with more aware market, and then as you get more experience, you have better understanding of the market you're going after, then you can go after like less and less aware markets.
yeah.
Awesome. So what would be like one piece of advice that you would give to like someone watching, or even like, let me rephrase this. So knowing what you know now, like if you could go like back in time and tell yourself one thing regarding starting e-commerce business, like what would that be?
Like dedicate yourself to it 100%, because I don't think it's something that can be done on the side.
Believe in yourself.
Yeah,
Believe
it's
you can
definitely
do it.
possible. If you have the opportunity, join a community. Yeah, that's what I would say to someone that is looking to start in e-com.
Barbara mentioned good point as well. Believing in yourself, that it's, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like if you believe that is possible, like then you will find a way to make it happen. And when I was starting, my business, is like I didn't have any of that belief, and that belief only comes through experience. Like if you're trying something, you're tweaking your approach, like if it doesn't work and you're trying again and it works, so you kind of like building that self-confidence over time. Like it's not something that happens overnight. And for you guys, it's you're in a great spot, like in terms of just getting into the business, starting from something that it's not necessarily even the easiest path, like which is advertorials and direct response marketing. But I'm very, very excited for you, very excited to see where you guys can take this business, because once you find something that's working, that's something that's converting, then it's pretty much just putting more fuel in the fire, just scaling that business, spending more on ads, making more in return. And I'm very excited to see what's coming for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Yeah. Thank you very much, Aleks, Barbara. Thank you so much for joining. I know it's probably like late for you guys in Europe.
It's like 7 o'clock, almost 7 o'clock. Yeah, it's 6:41. So yeah.
6. Yeah. Thank you guys for.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Thank you. Wish you all the best in your business. Next up, I like to always kind of just set a next interview, like the next time we can connect, once we help you guys to go to 100K a month. I think it's the next good benchmark. And thank you for your trust, for joining the community, and wish you all the best on your journey.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.